If you've been on YouTube during the year 2020, more than likely you've come across one of these so-called Iceberg videos. They're basically a compilation of information on a subject, with information at the surface level being common knowledge, while information at the bottom is either extremely obscure or borderline untrue. Lately, I've been watching many of these Iceberg videos on my favorite games, and happened to notice I couldn't find a single video or even image of a Rocket League Iceberg anywhere on the internet. The only thing I found was a guy asking if there was a Rocket League Iceberg on Reddit, so shout out to that guy. I decided that if no one else was going to make a Rocket League Iceberg, I would make one myself as a community service. So enough with that. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy. The Musty Flick is a game mechanic discovered by, you guessed it, Musty. In October of 2016, Musty posted a clip of the newly discovered mechanic to Reddit, and the community dubbed the move the Musty Flick. Since then, Musty has made a career for himself, becoming one of the biggest Rocket League YouTubers and streamers. A big part of the Rocket League community is the trading community. Many players use services such as Discord and other trading sites to find players to trade items or credits with. There are sub-communities within the Rocket League trading community that include crate/blueprint openings, trade-ups, and exposing item scammers. I'm not exactly an expert in hitting flip reset, so I'll try my best to explain here. The flip reset is a mechanic in which a player hits the ball with the underside of their car, allowing them an additional flip into the ball, which may confuse opponents. For new players who are unaware, when you jump off a surface in Rocket League, you only have a limited amount of time to use your flip before you lose it. And so what makes flip resets useful is that if they're done correctly, you have an unlimited amount of time in the air to hit the ball. The flip reset has become one of the most popular mechanics for freestyling since its addition into the game. Freestyling is basically the art of Rocket League. Essentially, players go out of their way in casual and sometimes even ranked matches to hit some of the most mechanically challenging shots in Rocket League. Some players have made a name for themselves freestyling, such as Jazer with his Rocket League Monument series. The RLCS, or Rocket League Championship Series, is the main esports event of Rocket League. In the new format established in 2020, esports organizations compete in the fall, winter, and spring splits. Within each split are 3 regional tournaments. These 3 splits eventually will culminate into an international major in which the world champions are decided. The format is different from the format established in seasons 1 through 9, in which orgs played weekly matches and the best performing orgs in each region went on to the international major. Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Power Battle Cars, otherwise known as SART by the community, is the previous car soccer game developed by Psyonix. The game was released exclusively on the PS3 on October 9, 2008, and set the stage for Rocket League, which would later release in 2015. Many top-level SART players are still in Rocket League today and play at pro level, including Kronovi, Cuxer, Scrubkilla, and more. To be honest, the game doesn't really look that fun to me, but I've never played it, so don't take my opinion seriously. The Wave Dash is a popular mechanic in which you flip into the ground while falling to give yourself a speed boost. Wave dashes can also be used in many creative ways, allowing for players to make saves or goals that they wouldn't have made otherwise. Neat Mike is a former YouTuber, or is he? Former Rocket League YouTuber that made videos doing pretty much whatever he wanted in Rocket League. There's honestly no real way to describe his content. Regardless, his videos were funny, and I wish he'd come back to the game. He was a member of a team they called F2, and his teammates were Wolfles and John Sandman, with John Sandman still making Rocket League videos to this day. New Rocket League players might not know that before we got the ranking system we have now, there were actually multiple ranking systems before we got to where we are today. The first competitive season of Rocket League launched in September of 2015, and the 3 main ranks were Bronze, Silver, and Gold, with Plat being reserved for the top 100. Yeah, Plats actually used to be good. Instead of divisions, the game directly showed you your rank points, which let players know how close they were to ranking up. Many players did not like this system, so Psyonix released the next rank system in competitive Season 2, with minor changes a few weeks after release, including the addition of 3 champion ranks, with the highest champion rank being Grand Champion. The division system was also added a few weeks into Season 2, which originally had 5 divisions instead of the 4 we have today. It wasn't until Season 4 when we got the ranking system we have today, and it wasn't until the free-to-play update when we finally got the Supersonic Legend rank. Before Psyonix added credits into the game, there was a key system. One key was worth around $1 US, and a key could be used to open a crate. Keys were used as a price point by the trading community, and players would often trade keys for items. When the credit system replaced keys, keys were converted into 100 credits each, giving us the pricing system we have today. Before we had blueprints, we had crates, which were opened with keys. Although keys were worth around $1, when you opened a crate, you usually got an item that was worth less than $1, meaning you were better off trading keys for items instead of opening crates and basically wasting your money. Nevertheless, opening crates was fun, and many players, including myself, were sad when they were replaced by blueprints. On the bright side, with blueprints you know exactly what you're getting, and they're much more consumer friendly. I personally can recall spending a ton of money on crates that, to be honest, I wish I had back. The White Hat is an item given out to Rocket League players who discover game-breaking glitches or exploits and report them back to Psyonix. These game-breaking glitches include finding a way to play against significantly lower-ranked players in competitive, or finding a way to shut down the Rocket League servers. It is unknown how many White Hats are in circulation, but it is likely somewhere around 30. With the low amount of White Hats in circulation, they have been traded for tens of thousands of credits or keys in the past. YouTuber Rocket Sledge, in his 10 Rocket League items with crazy backstories video, claims that he has heard from a reliable source that Psyonix will soon no longer be giving out White Hats, meaning the value of White Hats will likely increase from here. For many Rocket League players, this is obvious, but a surprising amount of players don't realize that when they are supersonic, they can stop using boost and they will still keep their speed, often saving a significant amount of boost. Solo Standard is a removed Rocket League competitive mode where you played 3v3 except it was solo queue only. Solo Standard is remembered by the community as arguably the most toxic game mode in Rocket League. I personally remember when I was new to the game, I grinded Solo Standard, and it was so toxic it actually made me quit Rocket League for a good couple months. I didn't realize it at the time that most players just solo queued regular Standard, and Solo Standard was just a toxic mess. Psyonix removed Solo Standard shortly before the free-to-play update, and no one was upset about it. Nearly 3 years ago, players discovered a way to drift on 2 wheels in Rocket League. This move was dubbed the Tornado Drift by Flump in his 10 Craziest Rocket League Mechanics video. I have no idea how to do this, so I'm just gonna let Flump explain.
So here's the basic idea. You're flipping your car sideways pretty much 1.5 times, and then landing it on its wheels, and you're then balancing it there while boosting. Now, it sounds relatively easy, but I promise it is not easy.
During Nintendo's E3 2017 Spotlight Conference, Rocket League for Nintendo Switch was revealed. The trailer revealed that there would be exclusive items, battle cars, and cross-network play in the Nintendo Switch version of the game. In order for the game to run properly, textures were downgraded, and the input lag for whatever reason is significantly worse than the other versions of the game. I actually bought the game on launch day only to realize how unplayable it was because of the input lag. During the free-to-play update, split screen was also randomly removed from this version of the game, which literally doesn't make sense, and it was gone all the way until the Season 2 update. Because of these issues, Rocket League for Switch is a joke to many in the community. Colonel Wong, otherwise known as Coach Wong, was a reoccurring character during the early years of Sunless Khan's channel. Not much is known about Colonel Wong other than that he was friends with Sunless and he's Canadian. Colonel Wong recently made his way back into the public eye after appearing in the winning entry of the Sunless Khan Rocket League's Got Talent competition. Sunless mentioned that he thanks Wong for helping him grow his channel, and he's still friends with Wong to this day. On November 1st, 2018, the Hot Wheels Rocket League RC Rival set hit store shelves across North America for the very reasonable price of $179.99. The set came with an Octane Indominus that could be controlled via smartphone. The set also gave owners a code that unlocked a Hot Wheels Skull Explosion, a Hot Wheels RC Topper, and Hot Wheels decals for the Octane Indominus in the actual Rocket League video game. Similarly, on September 24th, 2018, the Hot Wheels Triple Threat DLC pack was released. For $5.99, players would be given access to the Gazella GT, MR11, and Fast 4WD. Also included were the Gorilla, Snake, and Spider toppers, as well as the Hot Wheels Rivals Arena, which can only be played in free play or private matches. But that's not all, of course. On February 21st, 2017, the Bone Shaker and Twin Mill 3 licensed Hot Wheels cars were also released as DLC, marking the first Hot Wheels appearance in Rocket League. A sizable amount of Rocket League players may not know that Rocket League was at one point available for purchase on Mac and Linux. Unfortunately, Psyonix ended support for these versions of the game, with the final patch being in March of 2020. The last day to refund the game for Mac and Linux users was June 10th, 2020, so if you missed the deadline, sorry. If you still own these versions of the game, you can still play offline, however you will be playing an older version of Rocket League and can't play online. From what I remember, I actually had the game on Mac and it ran at a smooth 20 frames per second, so I can't really imagine too many people are upset about this. If you go onto the Google Play Store and search for Rocket League, you can find several Rocket League knockoffs that aren't exactly good. I won't be going into detail on all of these clones because it would take hours, so I recommend watching LEMMiNO, who has made several videos on these Rocket League clones if you're interested. The Camping Rusher was a popular Rocket League YouTuber during 2016 that had previously rose to fame making Minecraft videos. On September 29th, 2016, the Camping Rusher uploaded a Rocket League video to YouTube titled, "This will not replace Minecraft on my channel," in all caps. However, after some time, Rocket League proceeded to replace Minecraft on the Camping Rusher YouTube channel anyway. Rusher was very successful in the RL community, collaborating with the likes of Kernovi and Picapixel. He then slowly stopped making Rocket League videos and moved to Fortnite, which he still makes videos about today. If you can balance the ball on top of your car just right, you can actually get it to stop in place. It might look easy from the footage, but it's actually very hard to perform. I would go and try this myself, but it actually takes a good amount of time, and I have a video to finish here. So here's some footage of Squishy doing it, because Squishy's a legend. So for a while, there was this trend on YouTube involving world records and stacking mercs on top of each other. Yeah, I don't know where this came from. On June 4th, 2017, the video Rocket League Cars Stacked World Records 8 Mercs Normal Gravity was uploaded and amassed a mere 17 million views. Not enough. The record of 8 Mercs stood strong as the world record until June 7th, 2019, when the 9 Merc Stack video was uploaded to Johnny Boy's channel. What makes the Merc Stack world record so difficult to achieve is that when it's stacking, if a Merc at the bottom is hit, then all the Mercs on the top fall over. Rocket Labs was a casual playlist that consisted of prototype arena layouts. It was added to the game in February of 2016 and was removed on September 24th, 2018 with the integration of extra modes into competitive. The maps included Double Goal, Octagon, Pillars, Underpass, Cosmic, and Utopia Retro, which is based on the Utopia Arena from SARP. The Rocket Labs maps can still be found in Rumble, except for Utopia Retro and Pillars, which can only be played in private matches. Now, most of us thought this was the end of Rocket Labs, but as you may know, Psyonix just recently brought back Rocket Labs as a limited time mode, with new maps coming soon. As of this recording, 2 new maps have been released so far, and hopefully Rocket Labs continues to stay around. Okay, so how much do you really know about Psyonix? If you go to psyonix.com, you'll find a very simple design with an About section and a Career section. The About section explains, for more than 15 years, the studio has been a driving force behind some of the most successful games in the industry, including Gears of War, Mass Effect 3, XCOM Enemy Unknown, Bulletstorm, Unreal Engine 3, and Unreal Tournament 2004. They're definitely hiding something. The Wikipedia page for Psyonix states that they are behind the development of Monster Madness, Grave Danger, SARP, Whizzle, ARC Squadron Redux, and Rocket League. Pretty sure you guys knew that one. So what's their secret? I don't know. I'm sure you guys can figure it out. Go play Monster Madness for the PlayStation 3, then come back to me. On December 2nd, 2014, the Rocket League announcement trailer was released onto YouTube. The game was supposed to be a sequel to that one car soccer game that released for the PS3 back in 2008. Can't remember the name of it. It wouldn't be until mid-2015 when the game would release exclusively for the PS4 and later onto other platforms. You can tell from the trailer that the game resembles SARP graphically, but plays a lot like the Rocket League we have today. If you want to see more footage of Rocket League's development, I recommend searching for the Rocket League Alpha or Beta on YouTube. You can find lots of interesting videos. So for the 2019 Rocket League Beyond the Summit event, NRG put out this video where Justin asks Garrett G and Turbo seemingly random US history questions, and they call it the US citizenship test. So Garrett G was obviously expected to win this because he's from the US, but Turbo won anyway despite being from Sweden. Anyway, the first question Justin asks is how many states are there in the USA? And Garrett answers, for whatever reason, 51 states. And Turbo gets the question right. Since then, Psyonix added a banner with a 51 drawn on it into the game as a drop for watching Rocket League esports on Twitch. You can probably guess what that banner is referencing. Yeah, so Tyler1 did Rocket League streams a few years back. If you've ever watched Tyler1 or even heard of him, you know he gets pretty angry. In the clip I'm about to show you, he's playing ones, which many players believe is the most rage-inducing mode. And so, yeah, ones and Tyler1 don't exactly go well together.
You're kidding! Oh my god.
When you play season mode, many of the bot teams you play against are actually references to pop culture and media. It would take hours to go through all of these, so I'll leave a link in the description if you want more information. Speaking of season mode, believe it or not, Rocket League actually has a season mode. You can't play against bots, and obviously it's really easy because the bots weren't programmed well. You get to decide how many games there are in the season, amount of teammates, and the level of difficulty. You also get to choose your team colors, team name, and logo. Because you're playing against bots, it's kind of a waste of time, so if you really want to play season mode but online, just play tournaments. They're basically the same thing. As part of the launch of YouTube Red, now YouTube Premium, the game theorist created a YouTube Red exclusive titled Game Lab. The whole purpose of the show was to bring video games into real life to see if gamers were as good in real life as they are in video games. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, the second episode of the series was actually on Rocket League, in real life. They brought in a precision driving instructor to try and prepare MatPat and Captain Sparkles for real life soccer. So yeah, they actually drove around and played Rocket League in real life. I thought it was kind of dumb because the whole point of the show is to see how gamers perform in real life, and it would have made sense to bring in like an actual Rocket League pro versus someone who doesn't have as much experience playing Rocket League. No offense, Captain Sparkles and MatPat. Also, there's no real life aerials, completely unwatchable. Toothbodo is the Rocket League player with the most demos in the game. He recently reached over 100,000 demos and is close to getting 10,000 exterminations. He also tries not to demo bots or AFK players, so those 100,000 demos are 100% legit. October the 24th, 2018. A memorable date for the Rocket League community. Daniel Keem, otherwise known as Keemstar, published this famous clip onto Twitter.
Look what I did to this kid in Rocket League. You ready? Watch this. This is what he saw.
This legendary mechanic came to be known as the Keem Stomp by the community. It's actually really difficult to pull off, proving Keemstar's mechanical skill in Rocket League. I personally have spent hours trying to perform this mechanic and have only pulled it off a couple of times. Flump published a training pack for practicing this legendary mechanic if anyone is interested. At GDC 2016, short for Game Developers Conference, Corey Davis of Psyonix did a session on the development of a sequel to SARP. You're about to see why there was a 7-year gap between SARP and Rocket League because of the sheer amount of ideas they went through developing Rocket League. One of these first ideas being World Battle Car League. Yeah, that's what it's called. Which dates back all the way to 2011. They show off this whole open world car idea and it looks really cool, but I can see why they didn't stick to it. Like imagine trying to play ranked, but to do that first you have to drive to Beckwith Park. Not fun. They also talk about what went wrong with SARP and the improvements they made in order to get to Rocket League. The whole session is really interesting, so I'll leave a link in the description if anyone's interested. Zucky is a Rocket League YouTuber who currently as of writing has 7 subscribers. He has 2 videos posted currently, which really he only posted to prove to himself that he can make Rocket League videos, and he is currently working on a so-called Rocket League Iceberg video. Don't know what that's about. Hopefully one day Zucky will make it to 10 subscribers. Probably not though. He also occasionally streams on Twitch and has a Twitter. You should follow him on both of those. So if you've ever played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch, you would know there's a major character missing from the game, the Octane. However, the Octane may just be coming to Ultimate after all. A trailer for the Octane was actually leaked onto YouTube, and the footage used is completely original and is in no way stolen from the RLCS. While researching the Octane, I also found a legitimate article containing the Octane's moveset. Look forward to the March 2021 Nintendo Direct where the Octane is revealed. The Octane is set for release on June 15th, 2021. TWD98 is a YouTuber with a primary focus on Mario Kart Wii and occasional videos on other Mario Kart games. The reason I am talking about him is because he did a short series back in early 2018 on Rocket League. He was obviously pretty new to the game, so I'm not going to try to make fun of him here, but he's playing split screen on the Switch version of the game. That is literally the worst possible way to play Rocket League. Anyway, I feel bad for ragging on him, so go subscribe to TWD98 and ask him to make more Rocket League videos. One Saturday night, you were just getting ready to go out of a party, but being the loser, you are it is a party in Rocket League. This is this guy's spelling, not mine. The party was with your two friends on Steam. You all got 3 extra divisions that night. You and your friends were very happy, but one of them had to leave. So you and your other friend didn't feel like playing together. Now you are stuck in solo queue. You got matched. One of your teammates is also from Steam. The other had a Psyonix Network picture. All of your opponents had the Psyonix Network picture as well. The game was very normal. You and your teammate happened to be role-playing and made friends with all your opponents. You ask them, "Hey, what console are you guys on?" 2 of them reply, "I'm on PS4," and one of them replies, "I'm on Xbox." So you ask them, "Oh, what console was the third teammate I had on?" They both said, "Not Xbox, PS4. Shocked, you ask, "What? How? Do none of you guys see an avatar?" They both reply with, "No, we don't. It is a Psyonix network just like yours says." But then an idea came to me. Maybe he had a profile picture that says Psy Network, just like it would say for someone who isn't on Steam. All of a sudden, the person playing talks. With a really deep voice, you would think he is using a voice changer. With a scary accent, you would think he is a murderer. With a creepy tone, you would think he has to be a ghost. The player says, "I know what you are thinking. This isn't a Steam picture. Here you can search for my name," as you go to Google, because Steam's friend search sucks! You don't find a Steam account, or a PSN, or an Xbox Live one. What you find is news articles. Your eye catches a specific line. This new murder goes on a popular video game called Rocket League and gets his victims to insanity within 5 minutes that the match takes place in. Then makes the victims say where they live and programs them to open the door for him at a specific time, all while the poor players are confused and just wanting to have fun. Those words shook you. You could not believe what you are reading. You tell yourself, that must have been some kind of sick joke or mistake. No way someone can do that. As you laugh like a madman thinking that, the Neo Tokyo announcer says in English, "Thank you for dying for me," and laughs while fading away. Now you are heading towards your friend's house that you are playing with when suddenly a man is at the door. He just stands there, wearing all black and looking like a scarecrow. He smiles a smile bigger than Jeff the Killer's smile and says, "Thank you for waiting 3 days for me. Glad I'll be the one ending this." As he laughs hysterically at you, the world goes into darkness. You feel a very fast, sharp pain, and then you feel light. Very light. Lighter than a feather. You tell yourself, is this the end? Was my head chopped off? Why me? And the figure that was standing says in the same deep and scary accent and voice, because life doesn't have overtime. The end. Well, that was stupid. So that was the Rocket League Iceberg. Before this video ends, I just want to say I'm very new to making long-form, highly edited content like this, so hopefully this turns out alright. Just writing the script for this took days, and I can't even imagine how long it's going to take to edit this. But enough rambling. If even one person watched this video to the end, thank you. It really means a lot to me. I had a good time making this, and I'll definitely try to make more content like this in the future. If you watched this far, There's no doubt in my mind you learned something you didn't know about Rocket League. Anyway, please like and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed.